Alright, and we're live. Alright, and you guys can hear me. Let me just get my tweet sent out real quick. There we go. So, here we are, you guys. I don't know, chat's been weird. It worked for me yesterday, but just to be safe, I'm gonna keep YouTube open on my phone. Sorry, I had to make sure the sound was working. Okay. So, here we go. Oh, we've already seen this whole intro thing, so we don't need to see it again. We do not start a new game. We started the game yesterday. Alright, so yesterday we went through the whole introduction to the game. And you can't see any of this because I have it. Yes. Da-da-da. Alright. So we got through the whole intro to the game, and we basically just met our character got introduced. We found out that her skin is poisonous, so if anybody touches it, their body parts and stuff start melting. Yeah. So now she's been rescued by these people, and this guy in particular, Lupin, is promising that he will help cure her of her poisonous skin. So, here we are. Chapter 1. Yes, a dream. A dream about long ago. When I awoke, Father was gone. I still have Father. I must wait for him. I have no other memories, and I don't even know who or what I am. But this doesn't sadden me. He had left a note for me in the mansion. Oh, at the mansion. Sorry, guys. Let me sit up so I can read this better. It had a number of rules written on it. Never leave this mansion. I will come back for you, I promise. Lastly, it said this. You must never break these rules, no matter what. If you do, nothing but misfortune will come because you are a monster. But I broke those rules. That's what caused this to happen. People chased me and called me a monster. Even brought misfortune down upon those who have accepted me and tried to love me. And since then, I have to keep myself shut in the room for a long, long time. Because I am a monster. Until the day I die, I must sit right there and wait for Father to return. That is what I believed. The sound of birds chirping slowly raises me from my dream into consciousness. I feel a gentle breeze blowing. I'm not in that room anymore. That comforting yet lonely cradle. It comes back to me. Lupin took me away. I open my eyes to see a field of grass stretching as far as the eye can see. Huh? Ah, you're finally awake. Why do you look so stunned? Oh, I see. Is it because I'm too handsome to be believed? I get that a lot. Every time I look in the mirror, in fact. Oh my! Who is that dashing man on the other side of the glass? All the time. It's not that. I suppose humor isn't your thing. Why do you look so surprised then? Don't tell me you forgot about yesterday. I woke up and you were right in my face. It was something of a shock. You were too close. You're dressed differently too. That was a little unexpected. You look like a different person. Great, I wanted you to be surprised. You did? Why? Isn't it obvious? I needed to see some expression on your face other than sad or blank. And why is that? We're going to be in each other's company for quite some time. It's important that we get to know one another better. What do you mean? You're full of questions, aren't you? It's because, well, why don't we have something to eat first? Just a nibble? Lupin lays a cloth down over the grass and places a blanket on it. This was meant to be last night's supper, so it's cold now. But anything's good if you're hungry enough, isn't that right? Lupin places a sunny-side-up egg on a piece of toast and hands it to me. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? I haven't shared a meal with another person in a while. This is all so new. I see. You've been living alone all this time. It's just an egg on toast. For heaven's sake, there's no need for table manners. So eat up. It tastes great. He takes a bite of the toast, then looks over at me. He tilts his head as if noticing something for the first time. Oh, I never asked. Can you eat? After all, with the poison and everything. Yes, I can. I bring the toast up to my mouth and take a bite. Chew, swallow. That's good to know. Does it melt in your mouth? I shrug. It starts to become mushy right away. Mushy. Ugh. but I can taste it, and it's very good. I feel the flavors spread through my mouth. Well, that's good to know, or good to hear. One of our group, Impy, is very much into cooking. He makes his own bread from scratch. Supposedly he adds his own hidden flavors. After one more bite, I couldn't stop. I had forgotten what it was like to eat for so long, and delicious food has a way of bringing happiness. I take it you like it, Rita? Don't talk with your mouth full. I swallow my current mouthful and ask again, how do you know my name? You were my mission. I make sure to study up on the targets of my heists. Study up? How did you find out about me? I happened to procure some confidential materials from the British government. Procure? Well, steal. If you want to be precise. There's nothing I can't steal. Money, jewels, or information. Silas. Sorry guys, my dog's having a bad dream. Silas! Silas, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Why did the government have information about me in secret files? This is just one of many questions I have, but I need to know about this man. So, you're really a thief? If you're going to use that word, I must ask that you say amazing first. An amazing thief? Exactly. Arsène Lupin, the master thief and robber supreme. I have plans for my name to go down in history. I wonder what the difference is between a thief and a robber. Isn't stealing bad? Well, in general, yes, but I am a thief with a heart of justice, so it's not a problem. Thief and justice seem to be a contradiction. A handsome man is always riddled with some sort of contradiction, don't you know? His answer doesn't really make sense to me, but I nod and turn my attention back to my food. Sitting here in the warm sunlight, the meal becomes entrancing. The taste of the egg with Lupin's cheery voice is somehow very soothing. Once I collect my thoughts, I take a better look at Lupin as he eats his egg on toast. I have another question. How am I so handsome? That's a mystery that not even I can solve. That's the second time we've had this conversation. This man is amazing. How much confidence he has. That's not it. Those men, the ones from yesterday, where were they trying to take me? One moment. Alright, it's too much to take in all at once, so I'll try to keep it simple. First, those men were after the horologium. Horologium? Lupin becomes very serious. It's a source of unlimited energy. A heart that beats forever. That's what the horologium is. This gem is completely impossible to create using modern technology, but the secret files said that one man succeeded. The process he used to do so is unknown, and the man buried the gem within the body of his own daughter. His daughter? You mean... That would be you, Rena. I don't know anything about my father. Do you know him, Lupin? I stare at him in surprise, and he looks back at me with some surprise as well. Of course I do. Anyone who lives in Britain knows. Anyone in the civilized world knows about him. What's more interesting is, why don't you know about him? He is your father. I can only remember 2 years of my life. 2 years? Yes, I woke up in that mansion 2 years ago. All I knew was that I had to wait there, that father would come for me. And yet, I broke the rules that he laid down for me once in the past. I still regret it. Lupin looks at me questioningly, and I speak up again. Even though I don't remember much, I do know some things. I read the books that were in the mansion, but... I see, you know. So you know nothing of the outside world. You have knowledge, but no life experience. I was waiting for Father all that time. He's the only thing I have. Please, Lupin, I want to know more about my father. He looks at me for a while, then nods. Alright, I'll give you a brief overview. You'll need to know this to move forward anyway. First of all, your father is a scientist named Isaac Beckford. Does that name sound familiar? I shake my head. He's a scientist who has changed the course of history. He has been called the modern-day Prometheus. Prometheus? In Greek myth, he brought fire to humanity. Isaac has had that much of an impact on the revolution of modern society. Revolution of society. I think I read about that in a book. Was it called the Neo-Steam engine? Oh, so you know of it. That invention led to a massive expansion of Britain's industrial and military powers. Isaac became Britain's military technology advisor and developed a number of powerful new weapons as well as Steel London. But he never saw the completion of Steel London. He simply disappeared one day after appointing a successor to his position. This all seems like a story about a faraway land, and doesn't sound real. That man is really my father? Yes, according to the information I was able to find, that is. Do you remember anything about him? I shake my head. Lupin seems a little disappointed, but sighs. I see. Anyway, those men from the British forces wanting to get their hands on your horologium, doubtlessly for bad reasons. What's behind all of this is Isaac's will. My father's will? That is when a certain dashing gentleman, thief, decided to snatch you away from the hands of your captors. All this information is flooding into my head and I feel a little dizzy. I must look very serious because Lupin smiles as if to lighten the mood. I'm sure all of this is hard to wrap your head around. I'll tell you whenever you want, so just take it in little by little. Sorry, my dog's wanting attention. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Now, it's my turn to ask questions. I'll answer what I can. About the horologium. Is it true? Do you really have it inside your body? Is it your heart? I nod. It's true. There's a gem embedded into my body. I start to undo my clothing to show him. What are you doing? This is the horologium, isn't it? He looks surprised for a moment, but Lupin's expression turns serious as he looks at my chest. A strange gem, it gleams on my chest like a beating heart. A glowing blue crest spreads across my chest with the gem in the center. The horologium is shaped like a flower. A large blue gem shaped like a rose spreads across my chest, piercing my skin in places. I have no idea what effect this stone has on my body. But I had to consider that the poison in my body has something to do with this gem. I don't know anything about this. Other people don't have it, only me. What is it? I want to know. I want to know too. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know, but before I do, I need you to do something. Oh, what's that? Please put your clothes back on. Why? Why? I mean, it's hardly ladylike etiquette. Lupin turns away. Etiquette. I've read about that in the mansion's books. Etiquette is of the utmost importance in how men and women interact. I see, so having my shirt off is improper. Okay. I put my clothing back on and sit up. Is this better? Much, thank you. You're lucky I'm a gentleman. If I wasn't, you don't know what might have happened. I'm sorry, I burped. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm not mad. Not having a memory is one thing, but having no common sense is quite another. Lupin inhales sharply, then turns to me with something of a puzzled expression. I've been wondering this whole time why you haven't asked me what's going to happen to you now. Is that something I should ask you? You don't have to, but I did capture you. Aren't people usually curious about what their captors plan to do with them? I think for a moment. It really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? You're an odd one, mademoiselle. A thief with a heart of justice is... Oh, It's Rena. A thief with a heart of justice is somewhat odd too. That's true. Well, seeing as we are both oddities, we may get along pretty well. That makes things easy. My headquarters are in London. We'll be heading there soon. London? Yes, still London. You mentioned that before. What is still London? You honestly don't know? My, you really are sheltered. I told you, I never left the mansion. Sorry, I wasn't making fun of you. London is a city of steam with something of an ill reputation. A city of steam? I can't imagine such a thing. That's alright. You'll know it when you see it. If you've never been there before, you're in for a surprise. I have a question. Certainly. Ask me anything, I'll answer whatever you want. Why did you want to capture me? Are you after the horologium too? I thought you would be a clue to discovering Isaac's plan. I'm really searching for Isaac. He disappeared years ago, so much would assume that he's long dead. However, he's still working from the shadows, and is up to no good. I have good reason to believe this. So, my goals are to stop whatever plans he has set in motion. I thought that you, being his daughter, would have some more information for me. I suppose I was off the mark there. My father's plans? I have no doubt that you'll be important in searching Isaac. In reaching Isaac, I have a good sense for this sort of thing. I know I ended up kidnapping you from the military, but could I have your cooperation in this matter? Hey, babe! I'm sorry. I can't do that. Well, I didn't think it would be as easy as that. May I ask why you don't want to help me? What happens to me doesn't matter. But I don't want to let my father down by breaking the rules he set for me. Lupin looks at me questioningly. I was told to stay in that mansion and wait for father to return. I hurt people. That's why I need to be kept away from everyone. This poison, it hurts and kills anything it touches. That's why I must stay here, or stay there. That is what my father said in his note. He commanded you to live your entire life alone? A man like that has no right to be a father. Don't you listen to him. But... And another thing, Rena. Don't ever say you don't care what happens to you. No one's more important than yourself. If you want to find your father, you should go looking for him. How would I do that? London. It's a place of information. There is no better place to begin learning about someone than there. If you stay in that mansion, the military will just come for you again, and they won't be as easily stopped next time. Those men, they feared me and called me a monster. Lupin is much better than those men. I haven't known him long, but I can tell. And London has tons of famous doctors who treat the rich, so maybe they can do something about the poison. I didn't expect to hear of that. You think they can make it go away? I'll make sure it happens. I promised I'd make your dream come true, remember? But I'm going to need your cooperation. You'll have to stay by my side for a while. That's the trade-off. Lupin extends his hand to me. I look down at my own hand, then up into Lupin's eyes. They glitter in the sunlight. Look, it's our first choice! We can refuse, which will probably, I don't know, automatically lead to a bad end. Or we can take his hand and go with him. I'm gonna choose to take his hand and go with him. Oh, there we go. Okay. I nod hesitantly and take his hand. Excellent! The deal is sealed. I see how it is. What? Okay, I don't want to automatically get a bad end on the second episode. Come on now. I feel his strong grip through my gloves. When I see his smiling face, I feel a warmth in my chest like a wind blowing into my heart. Now that we're settled, we just need to wait for him. For who? You'd better watch out. He's got a weakness for cute girls like you. I'm cute? Exactly, girl. Exactly. Like, what the hell? I'm cute? What? Lupin smirks, then bows deeply. Of course, milady. Once we arrive in London, your beauty will draw the attention of many men. Oh, many a man. Many a man. Not many men. Many a man. You must beware those sweet temptations, mademoiselle. Lupin's voice is both serious and formal. I nod meekly in reply. Same thing. Yeah, I know it's the same thing. It's just it's the wording. I was joking. You're supposed to laugh. Yay, more word porn. I hear the sound of machinery from afar. Maybe those soldiers from last night have found us after all. I stiffen up. Lupin pats me lightly on the shoulder. Don't worry, he's with my group. He's just about as annoying as the British soldiers, though. Group? I wonder if whoever is approaching is the same person Lupin had mentioned before. I turn and see the machine draw closer, spewing black smoke and roaring. I remember it from last night, a metal box on wheels, a self-propelled machine. It was called an automobile. A horseless carriage is probably the most fitting description. It's so fast. It screeches loudly and comes to a stop in front of me. Hey, Lupin! I forgot how I did this guy's voice. Hey, Lupin! You're alive! A man covered in soot and wearing goggles sits in a seat atop the machine. Sorry, I'm late. Your beloved car wouldn't listen to me. Wait, who's the cutie? Aha! You decided against stealing the treasure and went to pick up girls last night. Introduce me, you bastard! Okay. Don't. The cutie is the treasure. Say what? The man gets up to leave his seat. Fire bursts out from the machine and a cloud of smoke surrounds us. I bet the Dutch gang can handle your probs. I mean, we did just commit mass murder of the Britworths and burn down their mansion. What? Lupin quickly jumps in front of me to shield me with his body. When the blast subsides, I peek around Lupin to look at the newcomer. Ah, the engine's done. Hit it again. Wait, just 2 minutes, cutie. Your prince will be right there to enact a romantic first encounter. But we've already had a first encounter. I love you, the man shouts. Oh, wait. I love you, the man shouts in response for some reason before diving underneath his vehicle. You just met me, dude. We're dead too, babe. You sat there and watched it happen earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That happened. Yeah, I knew this pipe was the problem. I went to get a new one, but money's tight. I want to get a new one, not I went. Alright. Good girl. Good, good, good. A short time later. Done! All better. The machine releases another huge puff of smoke as he taps it with his wrench. Sorry about that. She's an unruly one, but she's in tip-top shape. She's in tip-top shape once again. Hey, Impy, is this thing really going to get us to London? How rude! If this genius engineer says so, then it's got to be true. He stands in the smoke and looks at me. Ah, nice to meet you, cutie. It is I, your very own Prince astride a white horse. He raises his goggles and smiles at me with his soot-covered face. Don't mind him. Oh wait, that's the thing. Don't mind him. He's not a bad guy. He's just a scatterbrained tinkerer. Excuse me? That's distinguished engineer and great inventor, an amazingly good-looking man who knows what's what. Most importantly, a man who will one day land on the moon, Impy Barbicane. Ready, willing, and available. Nice to meet you. I'm Rena. It's nice to meet you. Whoa! Now that's now that I get a closer look at you, you are ridiculously cute. I would swear Venus de Milo escaped from a painting. Venus de Milo is a sculpture. You can't even engineer a proper pickup line? Damn! Damn! Okay, sorry. Language! Sorry. Dang! Okay. Oh, just call me Impy, Miss Rena. As he's saying this, he gives me a good long stare. Well, you are a special one. You are a special one. If you desire full service love maintenance, I can provide it. Let me give you the tune-up of a lifetime. Ah, well then. That's a thing. Okay. I guess that's a thing. Okay. I'm not sure how to deal with him. I mean, he looks like a Natsu and Naruto had a love child. Oh, he looks like Natsu and Naruto had a love child. Blah. I'm reading things completely wrong today. As Impy wipes his grimy face with a rag, Lupin hits him in the face with a punch. Ow! What was that for? Oh, what was that for, Lupin? Enough chit-chat. Let's get going. Those troops aren't idiots. We shouldn't stay here for too long. Alright, alright. You're a better speaker with your fists as usual. That's not going to get any girls, you know. I only use my fists to speak with people at your level. Oh, good. I guess I don't need to worry since there's nobody else at my level. Yeah, you're on a level of your own. Impy is cheerful while Lupin sounds annoyed. It's almost as if they're having different conversations. I'm turning on the engine. The machine roars to life and spews another cloud around us. Whoa, is she leaking steam again? Come on, darling, you can do it. What can I say? There are lots of strange people in this world. After this rough start, the automobile runs smoothly for a while as we ride. As we go along, Lupin explains to Impy our situation and what had happened to us. So if I'm hearing this right, Lupin, then you've set yourself up as the hero to this poor soul. I'm so jealous. Trade with me, man. Is that all you heard from this? There was a lot more that you should have been surprised by. The conversations between Lupin and Impy always seemed to go this way. I could tell that they got along quite well. From time to time, the car screeches and releases a cloud of steam. It seems that this machine runs on steam power. In pretty much every show, anime, movie, etc. I've ever seen, it usually goes, oh, you know how to mess up people, then let me drop my... Ah! No, go back. Okay. Let me drop my pen. Ah, jeez. PG, babe, PG. The books in the mansion described steam engines, and the diagrams of them always included a way to vent waste steam. But this automobile doesn't have one. As Impy explained, the Neo steam engine invented by my father allows that energy to be stored without releasing it. That meant that engines could keep steam without the tedious task of constantly stoking a fire and burning coals. That's as much as I understood from Impy's description. It all seems frightfully complicated. Still, Impy's endless chatter and Lupin's arguing served to lift my spirits. We pass through fields, towns, and forests as the automobile runs on and on. Although it lets out some steam from time to time, it never breaks down again. According to Lupin, it's something of a miracle that it runs so smoothly. Impy's talk continues like a river, keeping up a stream of conversation. Lupin chimes in occasionally, but I catch him nodding off once or twice. We drove for a long time, but I was never bored during the trip. The sun is now high in the sky. We finished lunch and ride for a few more hours. Lupin, who had been staring into the distance from the passenger seat, suddenly stretches. Ugh, it's coming up. What is? Once we've climbed this hill, you'll get your first glimpse of still London. I'm trying to get his voice back. A short while later, just as Lupin said, London appears in all its glory. The city that sprawls ahead of us is nothing short of metropolis. It's far larger than any city that the books I read spoke of, larger than I could have imagined. It's amazing. I keep burping. Any words used to describe it fall short. A city of steel, protected not only by a great wall, but by a ring of turrets. That's London. Isn't it fantastic, Miss Rena? Even greater surprise is await you inside. It has a full function sewer system, and thanks to the gas lamps everywhere, it's bright as noon, even in the darkest night. The high-class districts have mooring. What? Mooring? I don't know that word. Posts everywhere, sticking up from the rooftops like trees in a forest. This is London? How did such a huge city come to exist? It wasn't this way until quite recently. It's thanks to Her Majesty Queen Victoria that the city has grown as it has. Don't get us wrong, it started out pretty big, but in only 5 short years, it's become the massive place it is today. The Queen was probably in a rush to showcase Britain's power by transforming her capital into a massive fortified city. Britain has many enemies, and the continent taking such an obvious posture like this has likely prevented a war across Europe. I continue to look across the great city as I listen to Impy and Lupin. As you can see, a wall divides the city into 2 regions. The mess of towns, forests, and factories outside is known as Outer London. Midtown is where... I love how, for some reason, it changed his name from Lupin to London. Midtown is where London's steam engines are produced. There are some poorer areas, and the rich have vacation homes outside. Beyond the wall, in the center of the city, is central London. That's where politicians, the rich and powerful, and nobles reside. We live in the forest area of Greater London. We're basically borrowing some space from a certain aristocrat. An aristocrat? I'll introduce you to him later, Rena. For now, please wait here with Impy. Lupin turns his back on us and gathers his hat and cloak to leave. What's the matter, Lupin? I'm going to scout the area. You're going scouting? Whatever for? There are teams of inspectors along the wall. I'm going to check them out. It's possible they are looking for Rina. You can see the wall from here? Remember this, Rina. It takes good eyes to be a good thief. How many times have you trotted that old chestnut out? Keep an eye on Lupin, Miss Rina. He'll lecture you to death if you let him. That's because you refuse to stop being stupid. I'll be back in an hour or so. Just stay alert and be careful. Gotcha! See you later. Lupin waves to us and leaves. Alone at last, Miss Rina. I nod, watching Lupin's receding back, getting smaller in the distance. For some reason, I suddenly feel lonely. Why don't we discuss something interesting, like the newest model steam engines that were on display at the London World Expo? It's achieved 700 horsepower using 4 52-inch cylinders. Isn't that incredible? The design is also light and compact. Science is so beautiful, right? Impy suddenly reaches out as if to stroke my cheek with his hand. I flinch back. If you touch my skin, you'll melt. Whoa, that's right. You're so beautiful. I forgot. It's true what they say. All the greatest roses have the sharpest thorns. Impy, there's something I'd like you to tell me. What kind of person is Lupin? You want to know about Lupin? What about me? Why don't I tell you about my hobbies? I don't understand. Lupin saved me. I don't know why. That's what I'd like to know. I'm impressed that you could blow me off so casually. That's great, Rita. I can get into the frigid beauty thing. Hey, I'm kidding. I'll tell you, those cold eyes of yours will make me cry. Stop looking at me like that. Lupin didn't say anything. Oh, Lupin didn't say anything? I suppose he didn't want to confuse you by telling you everything all at once. Alright, as a gift to commemorate our new friendship, allow me to enlighten you. That man is more or less a hero. Is that so? Yeah, he's too embarrassed to admit it himself. Isaac created a special task force known as Twilight. Someone else runs it now. You were captured by a British army squad, but it was supposed to have been soldiers from Twilight on that mission. But the plans got changed somewhere, and those guys came instead. That's good for us, because Twilight has the elite forces. If he'd had to rescue you from Twilight Squad, he may have been in some real danger. We got lucky, that's all. According to Lupin, Twilight is planning some kind of massive terrorist attack. And the first step in executing that plan is getting their hands on that gem in your chest. The horologium, is it? This stone? I raise my hands to my chest protectively. No! It's all just hearsay, but once Lupin heard about... That's why he's looking for Isaac, the man behind their whole operation, and why he saved you. See? Isn't that heroic? Even for a thief. I see. Lupin himself said that he saved me because he was a thief with a heart of justice. Just knowing all this makes me very happy. So, Lupin's not a bad man? Hey now! Did you think I was evil? Oh, that's Lupin talking. I need to start paying attention to the names at the top. Hey now, did you think I was evil? I turned startled to see Lupin behind me. It sounds like you've told her everything. Well, that's the long and short of it. It was probably someone with power in the government who gave the order to abduct you. Of course, government official or not, I have no intention of giving you up. I'm sorry to involve you in this, truly I am. I shake my head at Lupin's words. I can't find the right words to say it, but meeting you, I think it was a good thing. I see. That's good. I'm sitting right here. Oh, and Lupin? Again? With the ignoring me? I want to know about my father, too. There's so much I need to ask him. Why I was left alone in that mansion? Why I have no memories? If he can make this poison go away? Why did he make me a monster? I need to ask him face to face. Then our goals align. Let's make our partnership official. Lupin holds out his right hand. The second handshake. I shake his hand without hesitation. Partners, right? Put her there, Miss Rena. Impy firmly grabs my other hand. His smile is the brightest I've ever seen. Back to business. I scouted out the checkpoint. Take a look at this. Lupin pulls some papers from his jacket. Wanted? Crimes against the state? Victor Frankenstein? Let me see. Vicious terrorist wanted for the bombing of the West River factory, killing 12? Yikes. That's one dangerous man. He was formerly a rural alchemist and a leading researcher. One of the best. His career is ruined now. The picture on the wanted poster is of a kind-looking young man with glasses. He doesn't look vicious at all. It doesn't pay to judge a book by its cover. So what's so interesting about this poster? The extra security on the checkpoints is to catch this man. It has nothing to do with us, but we should still be careful. Makes sense. We are a couple of kidnappers on the run right now. I'm sorry to cause you trouble. You needn't apologize, mademoiselle. Doing this was our decision. Yeah! Don't worry about it, Miss Rena. Well, then, would it be better if we stayed out of London until things cooled down a bit? No. London is overflowing with people. Once we're inside, we'll be hard to find. We're better off entering the city quickly. Then, what will we do? They don't have any pictures of us, and those men last night were from the Royal Guard. They wouldn't be manning checkpoints. We'll pass through easily if we falsify our identities. Impy and I nod along with Lupin's plan. They give me a map to the mansion in case something happens to separate us and I have to go along. Or I have to go alone. To be even more cautious, in order to avoid the three of us being captured together, we decided to split into two groups. I suppose it is safer for you to go with Impy for this. With Lupin's suggestion, Impy and I proceed to the checkpoint together. He and I are supposedly going to try to pass as a married couple to make it through. Impy and I, the two of us? Hey! Don't look so concerned, Rina. As your husband, it is my duty to support you through thick and thin. In sickness and in health, now you may kiss the groom. Alright, that's enough. Just hurry up and get caught so you can reflect on your actions for a while. Why do I need to get caught? Be careful, mademoiselle. Oh, be careful, mademoiselle. This is not a trifling matter, and your partner is Impy. I understand. What? Stop making it sound like I'm some kind of burden to her. We approach a huge gate. Beyond it, I see many buildings. The gate is crowded with people and a line is waiting to get through the checkpoint. We join the long line. Finally, it is our turn. I'm a little nervous. Don't you worry, my invention will handle this for us. Huh? Where'd it go? I thought I put it in my pocket. I'm extremely uneasy. Oh, it's right here. Listen, Miss Rina, this is... Next! Oh, it's our turn. Finally. Come on, just trust me and follow my lead. Impy, wait! Oh, I did her voice totally wrong. Impy and I walk over to the guard. I can't do a voice. I don't know what voice to give this guy. I'm just not gonna give him a voice because this guy doesn't matter. Are you citizens of London? No, sir. Oh my god, this... Oh no, sir. It's me and the missus here. We're here to see the sights. Ain't it so, Natasha? Impy turns to me and wiggles his eyebrows. Natasha-chan? Ain't it, Natasha? Oh, I can't say it. I messed up. Ain't it, Natasha? Who's Natasha? You got to go along with me. It's all right. It's all an act. You have to tell me things like this beforehand. It's called ad-lib. It's an important life skill, Rina. Rina? I thought you said your wife's name was Natasha. I'm afraid I'm going to have the two of you detained for suspicious activity. The other guards begin to gather around us. I feel someone staring at me in turn. Lupin is watching us with a look of disbelief and frustration. Looks like we're cornered in a dead end. It seems more like we've cornered ourselves. And at a full run, no less. However, I have prepared a special secret weapon just in the event of events like this. A weapon? The guards stand back warily as Impy holds up a tiny tube over his head. Yes! Once the light of... What's the hair just doing more stuff? Okay. Once the light of this hypnosis device shines upon you, you won't be able to resist any command. I give you... What? If you had something like that all along, why didn't you use it sooner? Take this! Hypno Flash! What kind of joke is this? Hold on. It's supposed to light up really bright. Maybe the flash bulb wasn't adjusted? Impy fiddles with the tube. Impy, I think we might be in trouble. Ow. I moved my ankle in a weird way. Okay, so I hurt my ankle today, guys. So I have to lean back to prop my feet up. So I'm sorry, I'm a little ways away from the camera. The guards circle around us, blocking our way and ready to attack. They're going to get us. You're in charge with us to the station. I think I completely read that wrong. I don't think I read that right. Come quietly or things will get rough. Hold on here. Or hold on there. I think you've invited everybody to this little party here. But, ha! You don't know who you're up against. This engineer has one more ace up his sleeve. Don't underestimate my genius. What's your last idea? It's... Impy suddenly grabs me and lifts me up off the ground. Run! After them! Impy begins running at a furious speed with the guards on his heels. You're not getting out of here. Impy doesn't stop running, not even with guns pointed at him. He flies past everyone. Here we go! He leaps up, flying over the guards' heads. They'll never catch us, Miss Rena. I see. Run, Impy, run like the wind. Impy somehow picks up speed. I'm impressed with his physical abilities, but this hardly counts as an ace for a genius engineer to play. He runs for a while, and once we are both certain that the guards have lost us, he lets me down. Whew! That was close. Luckily, my brave action saved the day. Yeah, I suppose it did. I see his satisfied expression and can't bring myself to mention that his actions were what caused all the trouble as well. You're very fast. Perhaps even faster than the automobile that we rode here in. I'm the sort of man who can get things done with when it's called for. What do you think? Are you deeper in love with me? No, I wasn't in love to begin with. Don't be shy now. I'm not being shy. Well, we ran for quite a while. It seems we're in the lower street area. Where is that? I look around us. The buildings are smaller than near the entrance and seem less well maintained. Oh my god, I can't talk. And seem less well maintained. Still, the people here look cheerful, and they greet each other happily as they pass. I hear laughter and shouting from all around us. Remember when Lupin explained the city? This is Lower Town, the most impoverished area in outer London. It was originally temporary housing for workers involved in the reconstruction. It's very lively. It is, and fun too. But you need to stay alert. There are a lot of dirty, rotten scumbags here. And if they saw a girl like you walking around by herself, you'd soon attract a lot of attention from troublemakers. Troublemakers? Like you would be? Yeah, sure, like me. You wounded me. Why would you think so low of me? At least get to know me better. Lupin said that I had to watch out for you, and that you were trouble. I'm sorry if I was mistaken. Damn it! Lupin! Telling lies about me! We continued walking this way as we made our way toward the mansion that Lupin had made his hideout here in London. I thought we would make it there without any further problems, but as I stood admiring a street performance, I turned to see that I was alone in the crowd. He's not here. Not over there either. I looked for the man I had been traveling with, but I can't find him. If I take too long, the sun will set. What should I do? There isn't much that I can do. I need to make my own way to the mansion. He might already be waiting for me there. I can only do so many male voices. Excuse me, are you looking for someone? Someone calls out to me. Perhaps I could be of assistance. That would be very kind of you. I bowed to the helpful man. Who are you looking for? A tall man with long hair, calling himself an engineer. An engineer? I don't know. I don't know if he's who you're looking for, but I saw someone resembling that earlier. Welcome back! Would you like me to take you to him? That would be wonderful. Please do. My pleasure. This way, please. The man starts walking ahead of me, and I follow along. I continue to follow him into an alley. There is no one else around, and the street here is covered with filth. What would he be doing here? Excuse me, But where is he? Just a little further. So if you would. Thank you. You're so kind. Oh, it's nothing. It's no problem. We continue to walk even further. I can't even hear the street noise now. The man turns to face me. This is it. This is where I saw him. There's no one here. Come on out, fellows. I've brought us a real catch. Okay, I can't do all these voices. See, babe, this is why I need you here. So I could have you doing some male voices. That huge white horse is still at the stables. Are you talking about in your game, or are you talking about the actual horses on base? And then stream when I'm home. I probably will do that from now on, so I can have you doing all these men's voices. Because I'm not going to do them. I don't have enough. I don't have enough vocal range to do all this. She's a fine specimen. She'll be worth a lot, that's for sure. Two men appear from the shadows behind him. The actual horse is the one I showed you that time I FaceTimed you when I was at the stables. Yeah, the stables on base. Two men appear from the shadows behind him. They must be friends of the kind man. Worth a lot? What are you talking about? We're talking about you, my dear. The man reaches out to me. With fear and memory bursting through me, I back away. Don't touch me. Oh, this is nice. Very, very nice. The men drew closer, and I try to back up. Soon, my back hits the wall. I don't know what these men intend to do, but it's surely something I won't welcome. There's nowhere to run. I start to panic and look around. There's no use shouting. Nobody around here is going to help you. The man reaches out again, and I flinch. He grabs my shirt and tries to rip it open. No! Don't touch me! Your skin is so smooth. Your hand! Look! Smoke is rising from the skin of the man who had touched me. It's hot! He starts to scream and roll on the ground, clutching his hand as a burning odor begins to fill the air. What's happening? What trick is this? I don't know. But watch her. She's not what she seems. Okay, I'm not screaming. Sorry, guys. She started burning me the moment I touched her. Witch! Monster! I told you not to touch me. The other two men pull out knives and slowly approach me. There's no escape. I wonder if the knives would melt if they touched me, and if they would still hurt. Die! The man raises his knife high. God! Ah, gosh darn it. I try to give the main characters voices, but... and I know this guy, I know who's appearing right now, and I know he's one of the main characters. I'm gonna give him a really soft voice. Close your eyes and cover your ears. I hear a voice shout, and something lands on the ground between myself and the men. There is a burst of intense light and sound when the object hits the ground. I had quickly covered my eyes and ears as instructed, but the intensity still makes me dizzy for a moment. I lose my balance and fall over, but oddly, I fail to hit the ground. You're all right now. Open your eyes, slowly. I open my eyes. Someone is holding me. You don't need to fear me. I'm not going to do anything to you. You're safe. Thank you for saving me. Who are you? I'm afraid I can't tell you that. You still look a little pale. What happened to those men? They're all knocked out. Are they dead? No, just unconscious. When the senses receive extreme stimulation, the mind shuts off for a while in reaction. Oh, good. You're compassionate to worry about men who were attacking you. Though I have to admit, that gem... Oh. Excuse me. It's rude of me to stare at a woman's chest, bejeweled or no. I meant to no disrespect. He gently releases me. This is no place for a girl like you. It's not safe here. Besides, you must always be suspicious of strangers, especially in places like this. I see. I'll escort you back to the main street. You don't want anything to happen to you. Thank you. But can I trust you? You're a stranger too. Oh, yes. Well, perhaps you could make an exception in my case. He starts walking back up the alley, and I follow along, fixing my clothing. His face seems so familiar. After we walk for a while, I hear the city. Well then, I think you'll be safe out here. Do be careful. Alright. By the way, I'd like to ask you. Not giving these guys voices. Damn, where'd he go? He's got to be hiding around here somewhere. Search carefully. I stiffen in reaction to the angry shouting coming towards us. Could they be more of the men who had tried to kidnap me? No, they're already this close. They're faster than I anticipated. What? Where is he? Frankenstein! I know you're here somewhere! shocks me into recognition, and I stare up at the man with me. I remember now. You're the wanted man. Yes, you have me pegged. I'm the criminal. Victor Frankenstein. He laughs without humor, then narrows his eyes behind his glasses. You're being followed. What? What are you talking about? This way. Frankenstein suddenly takes my hand and begins running. Oh, wait, Mr. Frankenstein, what do you mean I'm being followed? Aren't you the one chased? Just call me Victor. Of course I'm being pursued, but someone seems to be after you as well. Pursued? By the police? No, the yard is only after me. You're being followed by a different, much scarier group. Who? Twilight. Victor doesn't respond to any more of my questions, and we continue running. After we have run through the maze, like worn of alleyways. Sorry, my phone died. Let me grab my battery pack real quick, guys. Ow. Ow, my ankle. Ow, my ankle. I should probably text my boss and say I can't come in, because, yeah. How are the pups? They're good. They're laying on the couch. Sleeping. Well, Zoe's not sleeping. She just woke up because I got up. Sorry, this is really awkward, I know. But I was just, yeah. Anyways. Anyways. The pups are good. Okay, my phone is turning back on. Well, it's turning back on. I'll keep playing. He finally comes to a stop. I wonder if we've lost them. Victor, are you alright? I'm fine, but impressive you're not out of breath at all. That must be the power of that gym at work. The gym? I mean, it's nothing it's nothing, don't worry about it. Victor, are you really the same Victor Frankenstein as on the wanted posters? Okay, sorry guys, I gotta text my boss and let her know I can't come in tomorrow because I twisted my ankle. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to let my boss know that I can't come in because my ankle hurts. Yes, that is my name. No doubt about it. But I swear I've committed no crime. I doubt that you'd believe me since we only just met. But I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. There are people who want to have me painted as a criminal. Who would want to do that? The British government. They want to. Victor abruptly stops talking. He looks behind me, my eyes round in surprise. What's the matter? Watch out! Victor suddenly pushes me down. At the same time, I hear a strange noise. I turn behind me to look and see a man wearing a bizarre bird-like mask pointing at a blade straight at me. I can't give him a voice. I take it you're Rena? What? Duck! As the man raises his sword again, Victor throws a glass tube full of liquid. I feel a blast of heat and hear a muffled sound. It's probably the same thing he used to save me earlier. However, the masked man jumps away quickly to avoid the explosion. Victor takes my hand and throws 2 more tubes at the other man. Explosions go off one after another. Through the rising black smoke, I see the mysterious man on the ground. We better run while we can. There will be others here soon. We've got to get away from here. Victor begins running and I follow. I continue to chase after him until we arrive at a large street. Compared to the impoverished area, this place is much cleaner and better organized. It's probably a street in Midtown like Lupin explained to me. We should be safe here. In public. They shouldn't come after us now. Victor, are you alright? No, I'm just a little out of shape. I'm an academic, so I'm not used to heavy physical exertion. Victor catches his breath and looks at me. Anyway, I'm glad no one got hurt, and we managed to get away. I nod in agreement. Thank you for saving me twice. There's no need to thank me. I acted out of my own accord. But I am curious. Aren't you going to try to flee me? Why would I run from you now? Why? Because I'm a wanted criminal. Wouldn't it be natural to scream and shout? Or go running to the police? Should I? No, it's nothing like that at all. You're a good person who saved me, and I'm on the run as well. Victor smiles a little. I see. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Victor Frankenstein. I used to be a government alchemist. I know. I read the poster. It said that you were behind a terrorist attack on a factory. I've been falsely accused. I didn't do it. I know you have no reason to believe me right away, but I believe you. What? It's wrong not to trust someone who has risked his own safety to save me not once, but twice. Thank you. I'm glad someone believes me. I'm the one who should be thanking you. I never introduced myself either. I'm Rena. I give him a short introduction of my origins and my reasons for being in London. Unlimited energy. Horologium. Is that the gem underneath your skin? That's what Lupin said. Lupin. But I see. Victor appears to think something over, then looks right at me. Rena, I have a suggestion. I would like you to let me examine your body. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, you get a little personal there. Okay. Well then. That's a nope. Why? Do you want to see me naked? What? No, I mean examine it as a doctor. Sure, dude, sure. I see. I do practice medicine. And I have knowledge of chemistry and alchemy. I believe I can be of help to you. I'd like you to at least let me try. I can see in his eyes that he's not lying, but I have another choice to make in this game. Yeah, I trust him. I'm sure he won't do anything inappropriate. Alright. I'd like you to try. Thank you. I think I can help you. Victor smiles and looks relieved. I'm glad I wasn't sure you would accept my help, since we only just met. Thank you. I do have one question, though. Why are you going through so much trouble to help me? Oh, it's because I think you can help me with something, too. I can? Yes. Yeah, I've been on the run for quite some time now. It's only a matter of time before they catch me. I'd like you to let me hide out at this Lupin's mansion if possible. He gives me a plaintive look. I think for a while before I speak. It's not my home, so it isn't my place to decide anything like that. I'll ask Lupin. I think he'll say yes, because he's a hero. This man, you really do trust him. I feel a tickle in my chest like a butterfly, and I take a paper from my pocket. Victor asks what it is, and I tell him that it's a map. Lupin gave me this so I could find my way there in case we were separated.
どうしたの?
What is it, Rena? I don't know where we are now, though.
地図によれば
Let's see.
この道を上がっていけば屋敷に着くはずだ。
According to the map, we should go down this street. Victor and I walk along the street together, the moonlight shining through the leaves of the trees. It's funny to me to see forests and hills enclosed within a city's walls.
この辺りは環境がいいから富裕層の屋敷や別荘なんかがあるんだけど
This is a very nice area. The more wealthy people have their estates and vacation homes here. Is this Lupin from nobility? I don't know much about him myself, but one thing that I do know is that Lupin is a thief with the heart of justice.
泥棒
Thief?
泥棒なの?
But he believes in justice? Even though he steals for a living? Yes. Indeed. Victor tilts his head to the side as if in thought and continues walking. Then, without warning, the forest clears, revealing a huge mansion standing before us. Whoa, that's a very fine building. This is it, according to the map. I'm not too sure myself. I look up at the mansion in awe as Victor double checks the map. Well, this seems to be the right place. The lights are on. Shall we give it a try? Victor starts towards the door, but I stop in my tracks and look down at my feet. What's the matter? They're probably going to be worried I caused them trouble, and I don't know how I'm going to face them. I see. All the more reason to show them that you're kind, so they'll stop worrying. They're all likely waiting for you. Victor's right. I nod and push open the gate to enter the gardens surrounding the mansion. We walk towards the looming main building. I take a deep breath and knock on the door. There's no response. I try again. Again, no reaction. No matter how much I knock, nobody answers the door. That is the creepiest door opening sound I have ever heard. I push on it lightly, and the door swings open with a creak. Huh? It's open. That seems a bit careless. Wait, something's wrong. I'll go ahead. You follow me. He pushes the door open, and we can see inside into a huge foyer. Incredible. This Lupin must be a man of considerable means. Victor takes a step into the hall at that moment. I can't do two voices at the same time. So, don't move! Lupin and Empy stand to either side of Victor, looking ready to attack. This is a rough welcome. Quiet. You're that wanted terrorist, Frankenstein. What have you done to her? Choose your answer carefully, or you won't be happy with how we react. Did you do anything with her? You lucky son of a... you bastard! No. First, you're going to return our precious stolen treasure. What exactly did you two do? Don't spare any details, damn it! Let me explain. Don't worry, Rena. I'll make sure to comfort you tonight. In bed, of course. Oh my god, I can't. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Well then. This guy really just says whatever he wants. Okay. I still have to keep my hands in the air now. You'll keep your hands up until I say otherwise. Impy, shut up. Listen to me! Lupin, Impy, and Victor all look at me in surprise at my sudden outburst. Having to shout like that was a little embarrassing, but I cleared my throat. Victor is... all he did was save me. I see. So he didn't drag you here by force? Or anything like that? I know. See? Here, Frankenstein. If you lay one finger on my girl, you'll be in a world of... ow! He won't be talking after I have a few words with him. What the hell did you hit me for, Lupin? What if you were to damage my genius mind? Don't worry. I don't think it could get any more damage than it already is. Would you two mind telling us what happened? I'm sorry you were worried about me. Impy and Lupin take a breath to speak, but I keep talking before they can interrupt. This man is the wanted criminal Victor Frankenstein, but he also saved my life. Did I already read your comment? He won't be talking after I have a few words with him? Yeah, I know. I explain how I met Victor and give them a summary of the events that happened to us. Of course, I also made sure to tell them that Victor was innocent of the attack that he was blamed for on the posters. And Victor wants to use this place to hide for a while, in exchange for searching for a way to help me with my poison. More than that, I'm willing to help you in anything you need me to do. You'll have my full cooperation. The formal royal alchemist and a leading researcher. You're the best this nation has to offer regarding alchemy. Fine, I think we'll have some use for you. I'm Arsène Lupin, greatest thief of the 19th century. Take good care of her. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I'm Impy Barbicane. One day I'll go to the moon. Good to meet you. And by the way, Vicky, can you really do something about her poison? Impy leans close to Victor and pokes him in the chest with his finger. I'll try my best. Great! I'm counting on you. This is fantastic, Ms. Rena. We'll finally be able to consummate our love. No. No, because there's just not... That's... Because there's no love to consummate, dear sir. So, no. No. What is this guy's problem? What? I'm sorry, but even if we were to rid my body of this poison, I don't like him. I have no intention of consummating anything. Maybe not today, but there's always tomorrow. It's alright, never give up. Nothing about this strikes me as alright at all. Then, will you allow me to hide out in this place? Sure, why not? Only if the owner of this mansion were to agree to it, of course. You must be tired, am I right? I can't do anything too elaborate, but why don't we have a quick meal? You can cook, Impy? Of course, I do. Of course I do. Just leave it to me. I'm as fantastic an engineer in the kitchen as I am in the workshop. I guarantee you'll enjoy it, even though he's a scatterbrained about everything else. I'm top-notch in everything I do. You're just jealous of my skill, Lupin. I just keep looking over and seeing the comment. I don't like him. Sure, whatever. Let's get going, Miss Rena. The living room is back there. Lupin and Impy start walking away. Your friends are an interesting bunch. Friends? Aren't they? Yes, they are. Let's go. I slowly walk after Lupin and Impy. I should be tired after all that's happened, but I feel lighthearted. The meals served in the dining hall have a very delicate flavor, which is certainly unexpected considering Impy cooked it. Victor, Impy, and Lupin. It's been so long since I last had a meal with a group this large. It helped me to remember that eating with others can be fun. We all told each other about ourselves as we ate. Lupin is trying to find my father in order to prevent a large-scale terrorist attack. Impy is working alongside Lupin because he wants to go to the moon. Though it's hard to tell if he's serious about that or just joking. And Victor says he will search for a way to cure me in exchange for helping him stay here in hiding. I'm with Lupin. I'm looking for Isaac, my father. There are so many things I need to ask him. Why is there a horologium in my chest? Why did I awake alone? What did Father want me to do? There's so much I don't know. Oh, I'll send him to the damn moon. And one more thing. I want to rid my body of this poison. I want to live as a person, not a monster. Father must hold the clues to making this happen. After we finish our meal, Lupin says he has prepared a room for me and will take me to it. Since we have so many rooms, you're free to use any one you want. The owner of the mansion is a tad strange. He doesn't hire any help. Sometimes he makes us clean, but he does it himself. It's not that he's cheap, but it's more like a hobby to him. And of course, he can't cover every room in this place. That's why we can't use all the rooms. What are the rest of them used for? Mostly storage. He likes antique art. The place is full of stuff like that. Ah, here we are. We entered the room. It's very soothing. The moonlight shines in through the window. And what's this faint scent? It's very calming. The room seems like a perfect place to relax. Lupin pushes a switch on the wall and the room lights up at once. What's that? These are gas lamps. Like in the streets, they light up with a single switch. Most mansions in London are equipped with these. Wow, it's like magic. Oh, the bed. I've changed the sheets, so have at it. Oh wait, how did you sleep before? The bed in the mansion had special sheets, so my poison wouldn't destroy them. They were special, just like my clothes. So this bed would melt, obviously? My hair doesn't cause melting, so it'll be fine if I sleep on my back. I see, but if you turn over, it'll be a catastrophe. Let's ask Victor tomorrow if there's anything he can do about it. Until then, just do your best, I suppose. Alright, I'll try not to move. Lupin and I nod to each other. I spot a large trunk in the corner. Lupin, what's that? Oh, that's my travel case. This was originally my room. It's a very cute trunk. Do you think so? Well then, it's yours. Are you sure? Do whatever you like with it. I'm sure you'll gather some belongings while you stay here, whether you mean to or not. Suddenly, the trunk moves. That smell is just the sweet scent of chloroform, my dear. Oh God. No! No, Mr. Badman! No. He's not bad. He's nice. Sorry, I'm pulling my phone back up so that way I can make sure everything's working correctly. Okay. Suddenly, the trunk moves. It shudders again. We look at each other. Is there something in there? I was sure I emptied it. Let me take a look. Lupin reaches out to the trunk and cautiously opens it. Suddenly, a dog leaps out from within. Oh my! Huh? Did you fall asleep in there and the lid fell shut on you? You dopey animal. The small dog looks up at me with beautiful round eyes. What is this feeling I have? It approaches my leg. No! Why does the dog have a robot arm? Probably because it didn't have an arm, so somebody made him an arm. I try to back away, but am too slow. The dog brushes against my leg. My heart begins to beat faster at its fluffy, warm touch, but... Lupin, get this dog away from me. I don't want anything to happen to it. If you're careful, you'll be fine. And this is great. It was starting to be a handful since it didn't like any of us. Really? We rescued it, but it wouldn't eat anything. It seems like you, for some reason. Why don't you take care of it? The dog barks at me. And then finally, I noticed something out of the ordinary. The dog's left foreleg is mechanical and hisses with steam every time it moves. Oh, that leg? I guess some heartless people did that to it. Impy found it wounded. He got all upset and teary-eyed about it and managed to save it somehow. I'm sure he'd be pleased if you took care of it. It ain't the only mutt that likes you. I see. I gingerly pick the dog up. It'll be fine if I don't directly touch its skin. The dog stares at me as if seeing through me. Wow, it's being so calm. Impy's going to be so jealous. It didn't like him much at all. He was lamenting that all his love was just a one-way street. What's its name? Its name is Sissy. Sissy? I don't know. Impy named it. Apparently he named it after the Princess Elizabeth of Austria, famed for her beauty. But you know what a womanizer he is. Sissy. What a wonderful name, and her face is so cute too. Oh, that's Rena. That's me. That's me talking, not him. Sissy. What a wonderful name, and her face is cute too. Yes, too bad he's a boy, though. I look back in surprise at Lupin, and he laughs heartily. After Lupin leaves, I don't feel sleepy at all, even after I lie on the bed. Sissy is curled up at my feet, and I can feel his weight on the mattress. I feel like I've lived more in the past day than in the previous 2 years. The armed men who invaded my old home, Lupin's shadow in the moonlight, meeting Impy, who I'm still not sure of, seeing London for the first time, the encounter with the very kind Victor, everything that happened on the road between Wales and London. Just by closing my eyes, I can make so many new memories spin about in my head. And then, my nervousness about not being able to move on the bed is pushing sleep further away. I hope I'll get to sleep before sunrise. As I lay there thinking this, Sissy raises his head and perks up his ears. Sissy? Sissy growls in response. He jumps down and dashes over to the door. It seems something is going on. Sissy. I nervously approach the door. Do you want to go outside? I quietly open the door. Oh! Sissy quickly pushes through the gap and disappears into the darkness of the house. The hall is unlit. The moonlight comes in through the window, casting shadows. The silence of the night somehow reminds me of the mansion I used to live in. Sissy, where are you? I start walking down the hall. I see a huge shape turn the corner at the far end of the hallway. It looked like a person in armor. Could that be the owner of this mansion? Lupin did say that he was something of an eccentric character. I quicken my pace to approach the corner and introduce myself. But, gosh darn it. Huh? I turned the corner, but the huge shape is nowhere to be seen. Was I just seeing things? I looked around and noticed an open door in the row along the wall. Perhaps he went in there. I quietly approached, then enter. It's a huge room. It's furnished like the room I'm staying in. Could someone be staying here as well? There are so many books. Bookcases line the walls, packed with countless books. In a way, they remind me of Father's bookshelves, and I quickly feel a connection with this room. I look around, scanning the room, but there is no one here. More importantly, Cece isn't here either. Where could he have gone? I turned back to the door, thinking that I should continue looking elsewhere when... Gosh dang it, another voice! Another voice. You know what? It's been over 2 hours. I'm gonna stop the stream here. We're gonna leave this because Taylor's gonna do his voice, because I can't do another voice. I just can't. I don't have it in me. Can't do it. Nope. Not gonna do it. Can't do it. Anyways. So. What? Oh no. Why? No. That's not what I chose. I chose... What? No. That's not the button I clicked, though. Okay, my controller is apparently acting wonky. I'm gonna end it here, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will probably continue tomorrow. So with that,